Hi, welcome to the Silver Spleen. My name is Joe Spaniel, and this is my review of Dog Bite Dog. This 2006 Soy Chang film is not for the squeamish. It's Category 3, and with good reason. Brutal, shocking, and unrelenting, it's a movie you're not likely to forget. It's the story of a Cambodian hitman who comes to Hong Kong to carry out a job, and the policemen who are trying to catch him. That doesn't sound like it's breaking new generic ground, but there's a few things to consider about it. One, the Cambodian is an illiterate, practically feral savage whose background is in unarmed fights to the death. He'd rather kill than talk, and since no one in Hong Kong understands Cambodian, it's pointless anyway. So he just kills people. Two, the maniac Cambodian hitman is played by Edison Chen. Now this film came out before Edison Gate, when he was still considered an unblemished star and generally well-behaved pop idol. Dog Bite Dog was definitely a change for Edison. He doesn't look Cambodian, but that's not really important. Luckily for him, it's not a role where he has to do much talking. He did seem to do okay with the few lines that he had, or maybe he was just well dubbed, I don't know. He also does a good job with the role in other ways, managing to be convincing as an unwashed, unhinged, third-world street urchin from hell. Playing opposite him is Sam Lee as a young policeman who is no angel either. He's part of a team that includes Wayne Lai, Eddie Chung Sufai, and Lem Soot. They all turn in really good performances that are fairly unusual for them. What I mean is that, like Edison's hitman, these people are all pretty rotten humans and almost impossible to like. They all follow Edison's character down a rabbit hole lined with broken glass that leads to Satan's garbage disposal. In Dog Bite Dog, Soy Chang creates a world so ugly and cruel and hopeless, it could turn even the best people into monsters. But like Andres Serrano's Piss Christ, this world has a certain putrid beauty to it. It looks pretty, even though you know it probably stinks to high heaven. Luckily for us, smell-o-vision never really caught on. I really like the way that the cinematography captured the story and the characters and even the city. Some of the camera work reminded me of Wong Kar-wai's Fallen Angels, one of the few films of his that I actually like. I also really enjoyed how shocking Dog Bite Dog could be, even while I was watching it a second time. I didn't necessarily enjoy the things that shocked me, but I enjoyed the idea that I could be shocked. I like movies that defy my expectations, and Dog Bite Dog does that in a lot of ways. Within this bludgeoning story of hatred and vengeance, there are also stories about love, redemption, and family. But even these are stuck so deeply in the mud and blood and shit of the world that the story takes place in, that you might find yourself rethinking what things like loyalty and devotion really mean. Your confusion won't really be helped much by the end of the movie, which I admit was lost on me. I was frustrated by it because the entire rest of the film was really strong, and suddenly at the end it just got weird. I felt it was more than slightly overstated, but then again, everything in this movie is overstated. Dog Bite Dog isn't easy to watch, but it is thought-provoking, and that's a pretty good thing. It's certainly entertaining, and it's definitely a movie that you're not going to forget. It's fairly obvious that I'm going to recommend that you watch this movie. Of course, there's the usual caveat. I want you to pay a little money for having done so. I did it twice. In the description, there's a link where you could buy a copy of this movie. That's a good thing. If you enjoyed this review, please leave me a comment. If you didn't enjoy the review, leave me a comment. And if you enjoy these reviews in general, please subscribe to the channel. That way you'll get to see all the new videos as soon as they're released. I moved to Hong Kong in 2005. This movie came out in 2006, which doesn't seem that long ago, but in watching it again, the taxis looked old, and Lam Suet looked young.